Now engage Yusuf Al-Hassan Ayuba, the Deputy Head of Communications at the Electoral Commission, is joining us on the telephone lines now. Good evening, Mr. Ayuba. It's nice, always nice to speak to you. These have been very busy moments for you, actually. Quickly, let's start our conversation. This issue of electronic transmission of votes. Can you tell our viewers, exactly what IPAC's position on the issue has always been?
Steve, good evening. Like we've stated our position. Our position is very, very clear on what we meant by electronic transmission of results. We have stated clearly that this is not the first time we are going to transmit results electronically. We've used our traditional fax mode of transmitting results since time immemorial, and in the last election we used same. We are saying that it was agreed by the reform committee that we should do away with the strong room concept. We should have a bigger place where all stakeholders will be present and they can follow the process, and so as to make the process very accountable and transparent to the political parties and also Ghanaians. So there was a proposal for us to move away from the strong room so that we would, like I have already explained.
Yes.
So traditionally, at the result is announced at the polling station. It is sent to the constituency collation center, where all the results from the various polling stations would be collated, and then it will be entered in the collation sheet. Then the summary of the results that is gotten from the collation sheet would be entered on a summary sheet. It is that summary sheet that will be faxed to the regional capital, and it is then...
Mr. Ayuba, you have expressed this view severally. I mean, from yesterday we spoke about this extensively, but now this raging controversy between the MPP and NDC. The MPP is actually claiming that what was agreed at IPAC is for the Electoral Commission to procure handheld devices, scannable handheld devices, which will scan these election results and send them straight to the EC servers. But then you are employing a third party, which was not part of the agreement. The NDC appears to also suggest that actually your position, or well, the position of bringing in a third party, has always been the case. So this back and forth, we don't know who believes what and what the real situation is. Would you be calling an IPAC meeting anytime soon to clarify for the various parties?
Stephen, we always have an IPAC meeting every month with the political parties and civil society. So we would call an IPAC meeting like we did yesterday. We would call an IPAC meeting to explain exactly what the modalities are. But we are in the process of getting a vendor to do the transmission for the Electoral Commission. We have advertised, and the commission has selected, has done a short list of some vendors, and we had written to the vendors, we had given them a date to come and demonstrate their abilities and capabilities, and we had written to them. We were waiting for their feedback to confirm that so that we can write to the political parties and invite them for them to come and witness the demonstration. It is after this demonstration that we would select the best out of the shortlisted. So the political parties would be involved in the processes as and when they are needed to be part of the process.
So let's move on the discussion away from these NDC and PP issues with the e-transmission. It's 3 days to the end of voter exhibition. Do we know of the over 15 million or so people, how many have been verified?
As we have figures as up to the 14th day. I have been away from the office the whole day, so I could not get data for this interview. But after the end of the 14th day, we had registered people that had gone physically to the exhibition centers, we had recorded about 5,025,000 persons have gone physically to the exhibition centers to verify themselves.
And when you say physically, are you referring to a process, any other processes by which people can verify? Because I do know that, for example, last night I sent my voter ID number to short code 6363 and I got my voter identification registration details popping up through text message. That is not verification, is it?
Exactly. You would know whether you are in the register by using the short code 6363. But then, because you are not physically present at the exhibition center, you cannot be able to verify.
Okay.
So persons who may, for special reasons, cannot go to the exhibition center would have to use this to establish that they are in the register. But then, if they are able to go physically, it will ensure that better. It will let them know that they are in their bio data is in the BVD, so that in a situation where the polling stations have been split, then they would know exactly where they've been put.
Right, Ms. Alassane Ayuba, we're grateful. Thanks very much. Alassane Ayuba is the Deputy Head of Communications at the Electoral Commission.